Life, especially in the last couple of years, I think for most people, everything changed. Everything went completely upside down, literally and figuratively. And you need to respond to change and say, listen, as much as I hate change, again, it goes back to some of our episodes before, I have to learn to adapt and move on. I can't let this change define me. I can't let it now be my new or hated normal. I have to embrace the new normal and find a way to roll with the punch. It's all about the way he is able to manage his attitude. It comes down to, and you spoke about this briefly now, where you get dealt a bad card, right? But sometimes life in totality can just be bad. We could be in a world with corona, and that brings you down. And we could be in a world with war, which, is unplanned and no one sees it coming. We can be in a world with racism and gender-based violence and all of these things that we've already spoken about on some of our episodes. So it doesn't necessarily need to take a specific thing to change your attitude into a negative one. But if you go and physically kind of manage your mental side and become very mindful about these factors, they're just going to be there. There's almost nothing you can do about it. That's going to bring and hopefully elevate your mood, and it's going to affect your attitude towards life.
We get thrown so many things on a day-to-day basis that we have absolutely no control of. And as much as I'm a control freak, I can't and I want to grab control of all these things and factors around my life, right? And if you don't get control, you feel uncomfortable with that. You sit in this constant anxiety,
helplessness,
right? Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have control over those things, it's very simple for one to say, don't worry about the things that you cannot control. And that is true. If you can do that, then absolutely, right? But if there is a part of your life that you can control, then focus on that. That's what I would say, right? I think we've all gone through some or at least one traumatic experience in our past, right? Something that we're still sitting with, something that we just cannot let go. We're still trying to process it. Maybe it's a death in the family. Maybe it's something that happened to you as a kid. Maybe it's something that happened to you in your younger years, right? Or maybe it's something that you caused, some harm that you caused to someone, right? And you still feel guilty. You still you're still going through that grief, right? And so I think the biggest part of this and the most challenging part of it is taking control of that and to realize that it starts with you.
Yes.
It doesn't start with anyone else. It starts with your mindset. It starts with how you view that situation. How do you view your situation or your past experience? And by changing your perspective on that, I think there's a lot of power resting in that as well. If you've derived some great value from our show thus far, please take a second to rate and review us on the platform that you're tuned in on. This will really help us to grow the show and reach more and more people, to spread the positivity and change more and more lives. So it will literally just take you a second to rate and review us, and who knows, perhaps you could directly be responsible for changing someone's life today. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers.